for the introduction, and thanks to the Kingfisher County Republican Women for inviting us to come and speak. It's a great forum, and I'm happy to be here. One thing I want to make sure you understand is, yes, I did go to OU, and for those that makes a difference, go Sooners. I went to Oklahoma State before that, so if that makes a difference, go Pokes. Just to be fair about that. 6 minutes is all I have, so I'll run through some things fairly quickly. Like I said, I did go to Oklahoma State, went to Oklahoma University Law School. Right after that, I came back to Kingfisher and opened my own practice. I did that for a few years. I was hired by Kingfisher Federal Savings and Loan to join on as general counsel to try to help save it back in the days of the S&L crisis. We kept it afloat for 4 or 5 years. The writing was on the wall. I went from there to local federal savings bank in Oklahoma City, where I was a staff attorney for about a year, and then I was hired to be general counsel for Tinker Federal Credit Union in Oklahoma City. I did that for about 12 years, so about half my career has been in corporate law. In that capacity, I mean, that's a different world than private practice. A lot of personnel-related matters, a lot of big corporate deals. I left Tinker Federal to come back to Kingfisher because I felt like I was spinning my wheels, not serving anybody in particular. It was a great job. I left on good terms, but I wanted to come back to my hometown. I lived here the whole time. I was out practicing law elsewhere. So I came back to Kingfisher, started my practice again, and since then, I will tell you my practice has been, I've done everything from small claims to representing children who have been taken away from their parents whose children have been taken away from them, criminal cases, probate, trusts, you name it. As a sole practitioner in a town like Kingfisher, you learn to do just about everything. That on top of the multi-million-dollar corporate business affairs that I did at Tinker is a pretty good balance. So I've dealt with $200 and $300 small claims cases that most of us wouldn't think would be worth fighting over, but it mattered to the people that were involved in them, and big, large corporate matters. So as far as experience goes, I can't think of too much that I haven't done. I've been involved in jury trials, just like you see on TV, where you pick juries and people sit over and you try to convince them your client is in the right. And those are probably the most complicated thing that a practicing lawyer ever does, is actually do a jury trial. So as far as legal background, I covered the entire gamut. But, I think as far as experience goes, there's another experience that I've had that, from talking with people, hundreds of them over the last few weeks, that seems to be pretty important. And that is the experience I have had of being not just a resident, but a citizen of Kingfisher County. Anybody that has lived around here very long, if they look, they might have seen me sitting next to them in a car at Sonic, or behind them in a drive-thru at McDonald's, or in line out at Walmart, or at Dollar General, or Ace, or you name it. I love when they brought Atwoods to town. I was there. I love Atwoods. So I'm a hometown guy. I'm not just a resident. I'm a citizen of this community. And one of the other things that people that I talk to indicate that's important to them, they want to know why. What motivates me? Why do I want to be the next judge? I will tell you, it's driven by nothing more than a continuation of my desire to be of service to the community that has given me everything it has. I've raised, my wife and I, we've raised our kids here. She's worked in just about every school district in the county as a speech pathologist. We've chosen to live here every day that we've been married, even though there were times when neither of us actually worked here. As a private citizen in private practice, you're limited. Your ability to be of service is limited to the opportunities that present themselves. Now, I've been a Rotarian for a long time. I remember that because it does good work. I've been involved in Relay for Life for a long time because it's a worthy cause. I've been recently involved with AMBUCS. Once again, it's a worthy cause to be involved in. I pick and choose what I'm active in. Wanting to serve you, the people, as judge in this community is nothing for me but an extension of what I've already done. I'll give you an example. Last year, if you count up criminal cases, divorce cases, regular civil cases, Judge Davis will know what I'm talking about, CS and CJ, which are large and small civil cases, and small claims, 1,600, give or take, filed in Kingfisher County last year. Well, about the same this year. That to me is 1,600 opportunities to make a difference. Now, judges don't always get involved in every case that get filed because some get settled and some just get dismissed. But when you've got 1,600 opportunities to make a difference, you can make a difference. And that's what matters to me, is to make a difference in this community. And I think if your goal is to make the world better off for having been a part of it, the best place to start is right in your backyard. That's my objective. That's why I'm asking you to vote for me. I'll be a judge of the people, for the people, and by the people. One of the things I think is important is that when judges exercise discretion, they exercise discretion realizing that it's the community they serve that they need to hold dear to their hearts and their values. So thank you very much for your time.